Hey friend, welcome back to the Simple Money System podcast. My name is Diana and I'm the host of this show. I'm so glad that you chose to spend a little of your precious time with me. Today we are getting down to the roots of how to excel on a small budget. I will be teaching 5 steps on how to get out of surviving mode to thriving. Also, this topic is based on one of my many listeners' hot questions. And if you have questions about anything money, please write to me at diana@dianagalas.com so I can air it right here on this podcast. Katie, a mom of a beautiful little angel girl with Down syndrome, is financially struggling paycheck to paycheck. She also happens to be a single mom, working hard to provide, to take care of her sunshine, along with keeping up this side small business that she wants to grow into a major income-producing source. Katie's goal is to be self-sufficient so she can be available to care for her daughter and have a stable cash flow to count on. The problem for Katie is that she is stuck in a financial survival mode. So today, I will teach 5 steps to uncover the secret of how to thrive on a small budget. Get your notepad out and your magic pen. Come on, let's catch up here on some money talk. Welcome to Simple Money Systems. This is your top podcast for moms with special needs kids who are eager to pay down their debt for a fearless, meaningful life that brings them joy. Hi, Diana Galas here. I am the host of this show for exceptional women just like you who are desperate for a debt-free life without going broke. Discover here simple money strategies to set you free from debt culture, money wasting, and ever-changing mode of currency and market volatility. If you're ready to say yes to a debt-free life and exchange everything that hasn't worked for a plan that will, results that are undeniable like peace of mind, better sleep, improved mood, and more money in your pocket, this podcast is for you. Hug your bug or boo, roll up your sleeves, and get your life out of debt into your freedom zone with confidence. I recall a time when I was in a financial survival mode. It was when I took on a little bit heavy project, maybe overestimating my resources that at one point it became just too hard to carry forward. And it wasn't hard because I was tired and wanted some time off. And I acknowledged that some time off was needed as well. You know that feeling when you are in the middle of a journey and almost can't see the end of it, but you're getting out of breath, out of resources and money. It was more than just a survival mode over my financial situation. I was really struggling. Plus, taking care of my 4 kids with my youngest son with Down syndrome. And I want to say here that my kids and especially my special needs son were never a burden to me. My kids were always my driver, my inspiration, a wind under my wings to encourage me to take another step forward, to keep going to the finish line victoriously. We were working on a pretty big project back then with my husband. Plus, I was working on a completion of my coursework at Lee University. Those times when I cried into my pillow, hiding my tears from kids. And it helped. It gave me the strength to wipe off my tears, get up in the morning, and move forward. Yes, we were able to complete the project, and I graduated one semester later than I planned originally. But what a joy, what a victory it was holding my diploma in my hands with my kids cheering me up. Because of such achievements and life experience, friends, it gave me so much faith for greater and bigger goals to go after, fearless, and to complete them with confidence. I want to pause right here. If you are in the middle of a challenge, thinking of dropping out, giving up to escape from it, friend, give yourself a little bit of free space to cry, to be vulnerable. Acknowledge that it gets hard, but I want you to know that you're tougher, you're smarter, you're stronger, and you are victorious. Take time to rebrand a little. Look at your money and financial resources from different perspectives, where you can adjust, what can you cut, and where can you push through just a little harder. You are able because you are extraordinary, exceptional, smart, and victorious, Mama Warrior. What helped me to overcome the financial struggles was simple budgeting. And it was taught in school, by the way, because I was majoring in business accounting. So I had to take the business and accounting courses, including budgeting. But it wasn't relating much to my home finances, to my daily money life. So, instead of a big and ambitious business verbiage about cost, revenue, income statements, debits and credits, and all other reports and terminology, I needed a simple guide to help me with daily financial decisions and how to plan my future financial goals. I was determined to achieve those goals and needed a plan that delivered proven results. If you are determined to pay down your debt or to start your own business, to become financially independent, and to be able to be for your loved one who is in need, friend, I invite you to check on my debt-free budgeting coaching offer. I made it specifically affordable and at a price to help you get out of the financial rat race so you can start dreaming again. Not just dreaming, to help plan your debt-free journey to enter into your own financial freedom land. So, schedule a discovery call in the show notes right below this episode to learn how together we can start working on your cash flow to thrive. Now, before we dive into today's topic, I want you to gain some knowledge on how to create your cash flow. In prior episode number 53, I described in a step-by-step plan how to come up with your cash flow, or your current financial position. Today, we continue working on the same bank statements that we worked with in the prior episode, number 53. Make sure you're following through. Okay, so the first step is having your cash flow ready. It is a simple calculation of deducting all your expenses from all your earnings. Have your bank statements ready from the prior session, and we will continue working with them today. The second step is to take the bills that you highlighted in blue on your bank statements and go through each transaction, examining what bill that you pay monthly is essential and what is that you can live without for some time and which you can cancel and discontinue. And friends, I want you to remind that this is not a permanent decision. I want you to understand that to get unstuck from your financial situation, you need to do this for the sake of better and bigger goals. Think this way. Can you sacrifice a Netflix subscription? Can you cancel your gym membership in exchange for being free of debt? This is what it takes, friend. It seems like $50, $60, or $70 here and there. It all adds up. Now, get your pen and mark X next to the bills you agreed to cancel. Add all non-essential bills and monthly subscriptions. Write down the amount. Now, the third step is to go through the same process with the daily purchases you marked in pink on your bank statements. I want you to sit and take some time analyzing what purchases you could avoid. Put an X mark on every purchase that you made you think you could have passed and that you could live without. Here, think if you could prepare your coffee at home rather than stopping at a Starbucks or making your lunch with the ingredients you know to your taste and saving quite a bit over just 1 month. When I eat outside of my home, I always think about the food that I am about to eat, who prepared it, and in what mood that person was. I like to connect my food with actually the person who prepared it and how. It tastes better knowing it's made with love. Okay, put a cross mark next to such non-essential purchases and transactions, sum them up, and write down the amount you calculated. The fourth step, you probably already did, add these two amounts together for non-essential monthly bills and daily purchases and write it down. This is your dollar amount and how much you could save every month. The fifth step is carefully crafting your action plan, also known as the budget, to help you stay on track monthly with your earnings, spending, savings, your debts, and future financial goals. Get in touch with me to help you start. You will be amazed at not only how much you make and actually have, but also what can you do with surplus money. You might think, well, it's easy to tell because you are already on a stretched budget, very, very thin. Friends, there are ways how to improve your cash flow. Organize a simple brainstorming session with yourself, with your partner, or your trusted friend. and come up with a few ideas. Then create a plan and stick to it. Be patient and persistent. Adjust if you see something didn't quite work and follow through. And if you need help with any of these steps, check my website at dianagalas.com for more information on how to get your cash flow flowing in. I want you to thrive, to be your best, to uncover your talents and gifts, knowing that you have enough and a little more, right? So, what are your thoughts? And my dear listener, Katie, thank you for your question about how you can improve your cash flow. It was an absolute joy for me to create an outline for this episode and think through the best way of step-by-step instructions to help you start your thriving journey. And after you complete these 5 steps, I want to hear your comments and feedback. Write your comments in Simple Money Systems private Facebook group where I can comment and provide additional help and guidance if you need it. I hope you learned useful tips here, and please feel free to share this episode with one of your best friends, so she can also learn about getting unstuck financially. Stick with me for episodes teaching about how to arrange your debt repayment schedule and how to structure your spending easily and simply to help you stay on track that actually you love. Click the subscribe button not to miss my future episodes. Take what you learned, apply it to your life, and make a few adjustments. Start small. It takes a small step to a miles-long journey. Dear friends, I wish you hope, strength, perseverance, and peace. And I want to end with a quote from a founder of Jafra Cosmetics International, Ginger Heath. Quote, "Look for opportunity. You can't wait for it to knock on the door. You might not be home." End of quote. I wish you a blessed week, and I'll meet you right here next week. Thank you for tuning into Simple Money Systems podcast. I hope you found this episode insightful. I truly believe that a mom like you can be an inspiration to many others just by simply sharing this podcast and leaving the pot of precious gems behind for those moms who are yet to find them. So together, we can create a community of exceptional moms who stand behind each other. Would you share it with other ladies so they can also find a way to a purposeful, debt-free life? I want you to know that your dedication and hard work, day in and day out, caring for your exceptional child's needs does matter. Your precious gem is yet to shine. Get it out and share your light with others. Talk to you soon at the Simple Money Systems.